And up there, they have the Thresh as well as the Volibear 4th pick in the jungle. So once again, they have two great front lines. And they have the Corki and Varus, which we've been seeing quite a lot of damage go onto both of those champions within this tournament. And especially whilst we've been seeing WLG play Varus and Corki. Right, let's go to our stream manager so I can see what's going on. There we go. Real awesome. Right, that's fine. I just need to pop out a tweet whilst we wait for the rest of this to go on. Tweet. Okay, so we get the Aatrox come through for Forever Esports, and they go for the Ziggs for the final pick. So their ADC or APC in those terms will be Ziggy Boy. With Rift Legend. Why doesn't that pop up with Forever Esports? His tag. That's so annoying. I've literally just followed them. I've literally just followed them and it's not going with their tag. Anyway, I can't really tag them in it, so Forever Esports versus... I can tag WLG because I remember their tag after some time now. WLG GR. If you are talking in chat, guys, 1 second. I'll be right with you. Wild tweet. There we go. Right, cool. We are live. The tweet is out. We are going into the first match of the best of 3, by the way, guys. So we have just got to wait and see. Also, we've got to press pause as well, so that's going to be a blessing, having to press pause. Oh, dear me. I've just zoomed in. I didn't want to do that. Is fall into place. Before I commentate, I am just going to go and pop my stream into another channel. There we go. Awesome. Right. So let's have a quick little look. Forever Esports actually invading WLG's red buff here. I think this might be their first mistake. Galio looking pretty low already. Oh, no, sorry. It wasn't Galio. It was Aatrox. For some reason, I was looking at Galio because, you know, he is my favorite big boy. But Aatrox almost getting caught off there as first blood from Hestes and Patterson there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Straight in first blood for Wukong onto the Galio. Galio was looking pretty low. It's clearly like I clearly determined that kill there for them. And we see Aatrox go down as well, but it's not just a straightforward 2-0 trade for WLG. They do lose one of their teammates, and it was Hestes there. Just unfortunately getting caught out in that little bit of an interaction from the Garen as the Aatrox falls down as well. So already 1 minute in, they are 2-1 already. That is WLG, but Forever Esports didn't go down without a fight. They didn't make it a clean 2-0. It was like, you know what? Yes, we'll let you get a kill, but we are going to at least take something from you as well. Nice to see that the support has actually gone to the Baron lane. We've been missing this meta. This is Blam's particular meta that we're always used to commenting on, at least making a comment of, because we don't see much in NA, the Void series as well. So it's always interesting to see. But oh, are we seeing actually Varus get poked here? They could see Varus go down. So oh, interesting there for Wawa. I believe it was. No, it's not Wawa. That's Mumu. Sorry. I get confused. I'm pretty sure I got confused about this the other time. But it's looking like WLG are not just letting that early game invade on their red go to waste. They are looking to reciprocate that. Hestes gets a double kill, but then we see an answer straight away by Forever Esports, taking 2 kills from WLG there as well. So well played to these teams. This is why I only recently found out about Forever Esports because of WoW this week, and I'm glad I did because they are really good to watch. Like, I was unaware of where they came from. I'd never heard of them before. But when I was looking at, like, each week's final standings, they were always there. It's like, who are these guys? I never really sort of saw them in the playoffs. Not the playoffs, sorry, in the qualifiers until the WoW this week. And that's when I saw them in the finals of WoW this week. And I was like, okay. WoW this week was that week where we saw WLG and Kittens both decide not to participate, funnily enough. But to be fair, it gave the spotlight to other teams like Forever Esports, and definitely deserved. And here comes the volley. They're going straight in onto the Garen with the Galio here as well. But we've got Aatrox spinning around. Can they manage to get secure another kill for WLG, or is it going to go in favor of Forever Esports? Galio ult goes in just to keep WLG off of his teammates there. I think that was a well-played tactic, because after that Galio ult, they could have gone back in. They could have gone in onto Volibear to get a kill, but nobody got a kill in that. It was just a lot of tit for tat, a lot of trade, a lot of damage for both of these teams. Zed going over the wall with the Shadow Clone. Can he come in and collapse onto the Volibear? Andre Zed actually dodging that Aatrox pull there, which is a really good play, to be honest, because if he got caught by that, it would have been the Zed over the wall with the Aatrox as well, because he would have been procted by the slow of Aatrox. But actually managing to dodge that micro dodge, I would have to say, because he didn't actually use a flash, he just used movement, and it was a well-played movement there just to outplay that Aatrox pull onto himself. Hestes was pretty deep, a bit lost in the source there, but he has recovered from the source, and he is retreating back to his side also. "10 seconds up till the jungle objectives, which is Mountain Drake first. Interestingly enough, it's not the Ice Drake or the Infernal Drake. It is this time the Mountain Drake. We're currently seeing Hestes up in the top lane once again. Aatrox rotating around to that Rift Herald. We see WLG put some vision onto the Dragon, so maybe they aren't looking for the Dragon straight away. Maybe they're looking to intercept this Rift Herald, because we see the Garen actually trying to pull the Wukong and the Thresh away, but we see Wukong get a kill onto the Garen, and they also kill the Galio and Aatrox. So jungle is down, just as jungle objectives actually start to arise and spawn, and we see WLG take the Rift Herald, drop it in mid, and then make their way to the Mountain Drake to get a 100% split of the jungle. I don't think the Aatrox will get there in time to even contest this, and we've got Zed trying to prioritize this dual lane turret takedown, because he knows all on his own, without Smite, he will not take down the Dragon or even contest. And there's that Mountain Dragon. Galio coming in to support his boy Zed there, enabling Zed to get an escape. Nicely done by WLG. They come off really well from that Rift Herald team fight with a 3-0 trade. And then they not only get the Rift Herald, they get the Mountain Drake as well, which has put them 8 kills to 4 as well. And it's definitely done wonders for their gold lead. I'm just going to move Wukong here because I keep clicking onto Wukong when I want to look to the jungle. Hey, how's it going, Brian? Welcome to the stream, dude. Hope you had a fantastic day. But yeah, plenty of anti-heal already been bought by WLG because of that Aatrox. We're seeing 2 Divine Sunders, which is always going to be super helpful when coming into these early fights on the Aatrox. Aatrox actually not having to build his first item completely yet. We see Volibear is actually well-established gold lead in that jungle as well. We've got the Wukong going in onto the Garen. Once again, we're seeing Patterson currently a whole 2 levels above the Garen right now. The Baron lead for WLG is crazy. Let me just swipe that up so they're actually sitting pretty flush next to each other. Yeah, Wukong is easily 2.2k above the Garen right now. Garen actually building a Black Cleaver on that first item. We see the mid lane has already fallen due to the Rift Herald, but they also managed to secure the Baron turret. But we see Forever Esports actually taking a turret for themselves in the dual lane. Well played. At the current standings, if I had to say who was going to win this first match, this first best of 3, I would have to say WLG currently. I feel like right now their draft is pretty solid. The Galio is a good use here because obviously that global ultimate coming in onto the Z. He's used it many times even in close quarters, but we've seen Volibear going in. He was looking for that first ability CC onto one of the champions, but they all backed away from him. And you don't really want to be going too close in onto a Z unless it's that ult from Volibear, which gives him plenty of damage and plenty of health as he goes into these team fights. But he's actually getting shredded by the Ziggs. Ziggs ult just missing out Volibear, unfortunately, for Forever Esports, but very fortunate for WLG. They do, however, lose that Baron lane turret as they were all fighting down in the bot lane, but they do manage to kill the Aatrox, and they are looking to take this Dragon Lane turret as well. They've got to be careful of this Garen, because he could easily take this second tier turret as well. Maybe not. Actually, maybe not. Because he's already used Demolish, so Demolish is currently on cooldown for Garen, and he doesn't have Hull Breaker yet, so he has no enhanced push potential right now. No. I mean, he did a little bit of damage, but wasn't much. They juggled that turret aggro beautifully, I know. They always do. WLG always do. They have it down to perfection there. Oh, there we go. Galio's already gone back in up to the Baron lane to support his boy Garen there. Wukong stuck into the thick of it. Oh, forcing the flash from Ziggs there. If Ziggs didn't flash, he would have got caught out, definitely. Aatrox trying to do bits there. Trying to do bits onto this Varus. Zed going on to Varus here. Gets the ult proc. We see Chains of Corruption and then Volibear straight over the wall with his ult. We see the Zed actually Shadow Clone out into closer range of the Varus, but then gets caught out by Varus because we all know Varus's damage is cracked with that charged Q. And I mean, currently Varus is at a level 11. Level 11, he is just about 1k gold ahead of the Z as well. Even though they're not competing in gold within the lane, they are definitely competing for the team gold. And currently in team gold, we are 5k ahead, actually. 5k ahead for WLG. They're 7 kills ahead and 2 turrets ahead, which is a great place to be. They have the first dragon. Getting this Infernal Dragon is going to enhance this Mountain Dragon as well, which would be great for them. Aatrox currently at the top side of the map. He's looking to get some more farm. He thinks going for this red dragon is probably not going to be the best thing for his team or himself. He's currently still 2k behind this Volibear. We've got Zed going in onto Volibear, trying to do some damage. We've also got Ziggs coming in as well. Varus coming in as a backup here, so Mumu coming in to assist his jungle. Andre Zed has to ult out of that Ziggs ult, because if he didn't, he would have got a lot of damage onto him. He still manages to get the Mountain Dragon, the Infernal Dragon though, so fair play to Volibear there, having to ult, but it was a great ult. Varus got to be very careful from that Ziggs there. Thresh going straight in. Oh, Hesty's beautifully going in with that Q and then procting the Glacial Augment to slow the Ziggs down as well. Nicely done. Zed is still alive though. And they have the Aatrox and the Galio here. They have to be careful. It's a 3v2. You've got Zed with a lot of damage, and you've got the Aatrox with plenty of sustain, and you've got that CC and heavy AP damage from the Galio also. Even though he's not building the AP, he still does plenty of AP damage with that tank build. But we see Corki go down, so Aatrox getting a kill on the Corki, but here comes Wukong coming around. The game is showing us that it is over, so the first best of 3 is already over. First match, sorry, of the best of 3 is already over, and I can only imagine it's going to go to WLG because of that 7k gold difference, 11 kills in the bag difference, and obviously the 2 dragons as well. And they had that minion wave pushed in mid. Zig's actually managing to clear the wave in mid, though, so the inhibitor hasn't actually fallen for Forever Esports in that mid lane, but they are... Both the inhibitors in the Baron lane and mid lane are already taking a little bit of a scuffed damage there, whereas the dual lane has yet to be pushed, and if it will get pushed here, we are yet to see. Warmog's being built on the Volibear, as well as the Thresh. Great tanky item currently in the game. Essence Reaver Manamune being built onto the Varus. Looks like we're getting another bit of team fights here going on to Vejos. Vejos having to care package out of there, but still managed to get the kill. He positions that very well. He was in the thick of it, but then got himself out of trouble with the care package, and then rockets onto the Aatrox, doing a lot of damage for WLG and taking out the enemy jungle. And it's looking like a team wipe for WLG onto Forever Esports. I don't think they're going to go for the Baron Nashor. It would seem a little bit pointless, especially when they have the minion wave here. And the next person that is up is in 12 seconds. They could easily take the inhibi with 4 of their team and push the Nexus, even with the shield. 4 seconds for Aatrox to come back up, but by the time he is up, that Nexus is going to go down. Chains of Corruption completely missing there, but hey-ho, the Nexus goes down, and the first best of 3 goes to WLG. Well played, team. Well played. So quick look there. So Patterson there with the 8-0 on the Wukong, going on a completely no-def run. Absolutely astonishing effort there, chap. Especially against the Garen as well. I feel like Garen was very underplayed there.